But first, our top focus, Cyclone Nisarg has made a landfall in Maharashtra's Alibag this afternoon. The cyclone, which was categorized as a severe cyclonic storm, made the landfall around 1 p.m. The landform process then carried on over the next 2 hours, mainly battering the Konkan coast between Raigad and Alibag. Heavy rains and strong winds have continued across the coastline, including in the maximum wind speed was of 120 kilometers per hour. Tin roofs of buildings were blown away, ships were seen drifting due to the strong cyclonic winds, and many trees were uprooted at several places, including in different parts of Mumbai. Heavy rain has continued through the afternoon in districts of northern Maharashtra. A total of 21 NDRF teams have been deployed across the state. Indian Navy composite rescue teams, boats, divers, medical elements deployed. Choppers are on standby at the INS Shikra in Kolaba. Let's first, of course, travel to Alibag, because while Mumbai was relatively less touched, Alibag had to face the brunt of the cyclonic storm. Our correspondent Pankaj Khetkar now reports at the top from the eye of the storm.
As of now, the winds are very gusty and the speed might be around 110 or 120, and the way the trees are getting uprooted, here you can see total stormy weather. Nisarg cyclone is here. It has done the landfall, and the trees, the things are being devastated. Some of the fishermen, they had come here and they had said that most of the fishermen hutments, their rooftops have been blown away. So that area is just 10 kilometers away from here, but it is the thing that had to happen, and that was the warning. Here you can see it's very speedy wind. The winds have caught up the speed, and it is almost like it is raining cats and dogs, but the wind speed is tremendous. Till now what we had experienced was the rain that was falling down vertically, but now it is horizontal rain. The speed of the rain can be judged, can be experienced over here, and the visuals speak for themselves. Such is the impact of this Nisarg cyclone over here. That is the eye of the storm.
Now that was of course at 1 p.m. when the cyclone had its landfall in Alibag. Since then, calm is slowly returning, it appears, to several parts, although rain continues. I am joined by Pankaj Khetkar for the very latest. Also joining us, Sahil Joshi and all our correspondents. Pankaj Upadhyay is joining me from Palghat, Gopi Maniyar joining us from Daman, and we are joined by, at the moment, Pankaj Khetkar first. Pankaj, you were there in Alibag when this happened. Is the situation, has the rain subsided, or is there still heavy rain where you are?
Rajdeep, since 4 p.m. the winds have started subsiding. Once the total landfall happened, now the wind direction has also changed slightly. The rains have also stopped, but it is drizzling. Now is the time for relief and rescue work. The NDRF team have been called by the district administration, and the other planning will go on so as to clear the roads, clear the uprooted trees, and also other things where people were taken to safer places. They will again be brought to their homes. But these homes, as we have heard from few of the fishermen, their homes have been devastated. The ground reality will have to be checked, what all has happened, how much damage had happened, and then the relief work will progress, or that will continue from here. But what Alibag has experienced and what I have experienced over here is a lifetime experience. The way the winds were blowing and the way the trees have been uprooted over here. Rajdeep.
Okay, let's go straight from there to Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, who's been tracking everything that's happening. Sahil, is the worst over? Can we now say that Mumbai certainly is completely safe from the sort of 100, 110 kilometer winds that were experienced in some parts of the coastline this morning?
Well, if you speak to the BMC officials and the disaster management and the visuals, what I can show you here, the panoramic view of the Mumbai's skyline. one can easily see that the sky is very clear at this point of time. It was full cloudy since morning. The rains have completely subsided. There are no. It's not windy at all. It's a normal wind, and you can see and say that this can be a rainy season, a normal rainy season. But if you speak to the IMD, the meteorological department, they still say that it's a red alert, and for 24 hours, the red alert warning, they are not yet ready to take it down. The disaster management is actually waiting for the meteorological department to tone it down, but the disaster management has continued with the placements they have had at various places, specifically the places which were the low-lying areas, which if the rain would have continued, then of course the low-lying areas would have had the first problem. Secondly, the beaches of Mumbai, where the people actually stay very close to the seashore, there the fire brigade and other teams are still posted because the IMD has not taken down the warning from red to at the lower pedestrian. So that's why everyone is on the alert mode at this point of time. But at the situation, there are no rains in Mumbai. At the situation, at this point of time, it's not at all windy the way it was at around 4-5 p.m. in the evening. It looks like that the situation is completely under control. But yet, we have to wait for the IMD to lower down the warning. Only then we will be able to say it officially that Mumbai is out of danger.
So we're waiting for IMD to lower that warning that's expected any time now. Saurabh Vakhtania is also joining us from Navi Mumbai. Tanushree Pandey is joining us also from suburban Mumbai, and we are joined by Vidya from Versova. Lots of our correspondents have fanned out in this coverage. Let's go quickly one by one to them. Tanushree Pandey, I saw images. You were on the Thane Creek Bridge, I think, not too long ago, and there were gusty winds for a while. Has it also subsided there? Because in Navi Mumbai, there have been lots of instances of trees being uprooted.
Absolutely, Rajdeep. The kind of winds we saw by Cyclone Nisarga, the winds were flowing at a speed of 100 to 110 kilometers per hour. Something Mumbai has never experienced so far. So yes, it was bad. But right now, as Sahil has rightly mentioned, the things are absolutely under control. And the wind is not flowing at a speed of 100 to 110 kilometers. But definitely it's a double whammy for Mumbai city. Let's not forget, Rajdeep, it's the maximum city is still the worst affected as far as the COVID-19 cases goes, and we are outside the MMRDA grounds, which has, according to the BMC official, has experienced severe damages, and due to that, this facility, which was made for COVID-19 designated patients, it cannot function now. And Rajdeep, now what it has caused is more than 200 patients were shifted out from this particular facility to the Worli Dome, and doctors of Worli Dome have now told India Today that they are facing a viral load as the doctor-patient ratio has become 1:100. So there is one doctor for about 100 patients. So the cyclone Nisarg, which has spared the Mumbai city of its worst fallout, and is, but still it has caused severe damages to the centers, to the temporary setups which were meant for COVID patients, because now they cannot function for at least next 3 to 4 days until and unless IMD gives a go-ahead that rains are not going to come back again.
So you're saying that the COVID care centers
safe for the COVID-19 patients. So yes.
So the COVID care centers have been affected. Vidya, you are there in Versova right through the morning. There were lots of warnings along the beaches of Mumbai that no one should venture out. Have any of those warnings been lifted? Is the situation, do you sense have the seas become a little calmer, because high tide is expected at 9:40?
Well, Rajdeep, the high tide is there, and so are the waves that Mumbai generally sees during monsoon season. So that's something that's going to be there for the next couple of months until monsoon recedes. So high tide is certainly not the biggest problem that Mumbai is right now facing. It is still, as Tanushree was mentioning, coronavirus. In fact, at this moment, one of the biggest fear that Mumbaikars have is that because of the spread of coronavirus, they had already been suffering a lot. A lot of markets that we went to that opened up minutes after the cyclone, the entire wind receded. The cyclones were immediately opened up. The markets opened up, and when we spoke to people as to why they were opening up immediately, why couldn't they just wait a little longer when the winds would have completely receded? They said that they have suffered enough for the last many weeks because of coronavirus, and they really do not have any more patience with this. In fact, when I spoke to quite a few of them, they said that for our papi pet, we have to do this, and that is why they kept saying that the markets are open. We have gone to a lot of cloth markets. They're not supposed to be open, but a lot of shops selling clothes and raincoats, they were open as well, which are only supposed to open on 5th of June. But because of the crisis that is there, a lot of people are asking for raincoats, for umbrellas. Looking at the situation, these shops have opened up.
Okay, let's go, as I said, one by one to all our correspondents. Joining me at the moment, Saurabh Vakhtania, also from Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai, we've seen again instances of trees being uprooted. Saurabh, is life returning to some kind of normalcy? Has the rain completely stopped in New Bombay?
No, Rajdeep, as far as rains are concerned, it's still drizzling and sometimes we are experiencing heavy rains. But as far as the life coming back to normal, yes, the shops are right now being opened. Here there is a pizza shop which has just opened up, and you will see how the situation was in Navi Mumbai actually. The wind was blowing very, very fast with the severe cyclone. The things could be seen over here in Navi Mumbai. We will show you the visuals over here. However, the municipal authority of the Navi Mumbai was very quick to clear out the debris over here. But see how many trees have been uprooted. Several of the building walls have been collapsed in Navi Mumbai, and such is the situation at most of the places in Navi Mumbai, be it Vashi, Gansoli, Belapur and several other places. But the authorities were very quick for the restoration work. At some of the places, the internet connection and the cable connections are down due to several trees which have been collapsed, and they have damaged those wires. But luckily, the cyclone has passed from Navi Mumbai. It's still raining, and the officials have told us that for next couple of hours it will be raining, but no winds at the moment in Navi Mumbai. And also nobody is injured as of now when we spoke to the Navi Mumbai officials. So the things have passed, but now the restoration work is still going on.
We are told that in several parts, in fact, the clearing up of roads has begun in Mumbai. I want to also go to Gopi Maniyar. She's in Daman. Gopi Ben, kem cho? What is the weather like in Gujarat?
बिल्कुल राजदीप, आपको बता दूं कि गुजरात के लिए अच्छी खबर ये है कि गुजरात में जो लैंडफॉल के बाद हैवी टू एक्सट्रीमली हैवी रेन होने वाली थी और साथ ही जो तेज़ हवाएं चलने वाली थी वो नहीं हुई है। और यहाँ पे मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ कि दमन में जो लो टाइड है वो अब शुरू हो चुका है। आप देख सकते हैं जो समुद्र है वो काफ़ी ऊपर तक आ चुका था, काफ़ी उफान पे था, अब लो टाइड शुरू हो चुका है, काफ़ी पीछे चला गया है समुद्र। और जो सिचुएशन है वो पूरी तरीके से अंडर कंट्रोल है। जिन लोगों को इवैक्यूएट किया गया था, खास करके जो लोग समुद्र के किनारे पे रहने वाले लोग हैं, जो गांव समुद्र के किनारे पे बसे हुए थे, उन लोगों को अब 7 बजे के बाद से एक बार फिर अपने घरों पे वापस जाने दिया जाएगा। और ख़ास करके जो एनडीआरएफ की टीम थी, करीब 16 जितनी टीम एनडीआरएफ की डिप्लॉय की गई थी पूरे दक्षिण गुजरात और सौराष्ट्र में। हालांकि सौराष्ट्र में कई इलाकों में बारिश आज अच्छी खासी हुई है, लेकिन कहीं पे भी एनडीआरएफ की टीम की अब तक जो हमारे जो बातचीत हुई है उसके मुताबिक एनडीआरएफ की टीम की अभी तक कहीं पर भी ज़रूरत नहीं महसूस हुई है। जो सिचुएशन है, जो माना जा रहा था कि काफ़ी वर्स्ट हो सकती है गुजरात में, वो काफ़ी बेहतर है। अब जो जब लैंडफॉल हो चुका है, अलीबाग में यह लैंडफॉल हुआ, उसके बाद जो तेज़ हवाएं और यहाँ पे तेज़ बारिश होनी थी वो नहीं हुई है। राजदीप,
Let's go also to Pankaj Upadhyay. He's in Palgad. Just to give our viewers a sense, this is a stretch now from Mumbai as you go southwards towards the Gujarat coast, which has been particularly affected. Pankaj is in Palgad, which is about 100 odd kilometers away from Mumbai. Pankaj, there was a fear 24 hours ago that Palgad could be the eye of the storm. Eventually it was Alibag. What about Palgad? How is the situation there?
Rajdeep, Palghar was spared. I was here since 6 a.m. and I saw good synergy amongst the various security agencies, and I saw the assistant commandant of the NDRF moving from one village to another ever since morning, and that was really good to see. And just 48 hours back, we knew that 100 fishermen were still in the sea. There was a big concern for the district administration, but good that they had a good coordination with the Coast Guard as well, and those fishermen were brought back. Hundreds of people who were living in the low-lying areas, they were evacuated and they were put in the various relief camps. So the district administration was saying that as far as the disaster management program was concerned, that was in place from many months back. They have had good experiences from the past, and therefore they were not taken by surprise today. As far as the fishermen community is concerned, they were very worried. And they felt if the wind speed does cross the 120 km/h mark, then perhaps their boats could be damaged, their trawlers could be damaged. And so since the morning time, I could see they were packing their big trawlers with the tight ropes. They were putting sheets over their boats. But at the end of the day, they were all smiles. And today, right now, I'm standing in the city side. It's life back to normal. I see people coming out in their bikes, in their scooties, in their cycles. It's a normal life for these people, but no damage to life and property. This is what the latest that I hear from the NDRF team. And there were 2 teams of the NDRF that were deployed in Palghar. And credit where it is due, I think on the ground zero, all the security agencies did a good job today.
Well, that's all very reassuring to hear. All our reporters spreading out. I want to say that all of you have been there on ground zero. It's been a tough task, tough day. So please stay well, stay safe. Thank you to each and every one of you for having provided us minute by minute update through the days. And we'll keep coming back to you if there are any further developments. As you all said, the good news is the rain is slowly subsiding. It's not of the kind that is causing the feared damage, and that's the good news that's happened in Mumbai. Surely Mumbai deserves a break at the moment. India Today's Sahil Joshi, meanwhile, spoke to the Municipal Commissioner, Iqbal Chahal. He said, he explained to us what precautions the city had taken since the morning to battle the cyclone.
We are now fully geared up. We have evacuated thousands of people. More than 30,000 people have been evacuated of their own after our appeals. We have cleared people under the places where prospective landslides should take place. We have arranged for the food packets for them quarantine. And plus now, because of COVID, we say that we will not release these people without doing their health screening through our MOHs. So we can do 2 things in one go. So plus we had hundreds of pumps in Mumbai, more than 350 pumps in one place, then 5 mega pumps. We have put all the operators and all the labor and staff required on the site. So if it floods, immediately these pumps will be going on. So that time there's no need to look for labor or to operators for things like that.
Okay, there you can see Mumbai's Municipal Commissioner, not an easy job for him. One day COVID, next day cyclone. Meanwhile, India Today's Akshita Nandgopal is the one who's been tracking the route that cyclone Nisarg took. She goes on our magic wall to give us a sense of exactly what was the route the cyclone took today.
So what exactly is the current location of the cyclone? Let's show you now as we get you real-time information of how the cyclone is moving. Zooming into this map, which is showing you as of 6 p.m. where this particular cyclone is. Now, let me just explain to you exactly what the trajectory is of the cyclone. At this point, you can see that this is the eye of the storm. It's moved beyond Mumbai. It is in interior Maharashtra. What's important to note here is that the cyclone is weakening with every passing hour as it moves further into land. So it's already weakened considerably. It's moved past Mumbai, which is why the Met Department said a few hours ago that already the worst is over. It was going to continue to rain in Mumbai because you can see that the cyclonic presence, the storm is still very much around this particular area. What the Met Department has said is that this is going to move in this direction. So there will still be some rain in southern parts of Gujarat. But again, what I said earlier is that the cyclone has weakened. So while Gujarat did feel the impact of the cyclone when it made landfall, because you can see Surat as well as other southern parts of Gujarat, that is several other districts like Valsad, like several others, they've all also been affected. Daman is which faced the brunt in Gujarat of this particular storm. But the worst is over for both Gujarat and Maharashtra, because even as the cyclone is moving further into these states, it's weakened now. So the adverse impact it had when it made landfall is the end of it. Now there's no more of a cyclone, it's just a storm that's making its way in.
Okay, I'm getting lots of videos in from Alibag to Kaf Parade, and I'm going to play some of these citizen videos now. Let's first start with Priya. She was in Alibag. She sent us this video. Look at the strong winds, how strong the winds were earlier. You can see the bikes that have been damaged, but in this video, of course, you can see a rooftop coming out. These are the videos that she sent of bikes being damaged. Adi sent us this video from Mandwa, which is also in Alibag. You can again see how strong the winds were at that particular time. It was combined with a lot of heavy rain at that moment. Let's also see this video which has been sent by Sahil from Achra Beach in Praudi in Maharashtra. And look at the thick black clouds that had gathered over the beachfront at the moment. More videos coming in from viewers. Ganesh sending us a video from a high-rise in Walkeshwar in South Mumbai. Remember, there you have it, and you can see that it looked calm, and then suddenly what happens is that the temporary structure above the building starts almost being blown away in the winds. This was, of course, these are the videos that we are showing you. Remember, you as a citizen journalist, if you have any videos you wish to share with us, please do. I want to take one more video before I take the break. Abhishek Mishra from Grant Road in South Mumbai has also sent us a video. If we can take a look, this is the video that he sent from outside his residence. This was when there was heavy rain right lashing the city. At that stage, of course, people were worried about what damage the winds would do. The winds have, as we keep reiterating now, mercifully subsided. So these are some of the videos that we thought we would share with you. If you have any videos, please send us more. We'll keep playing them. We'll have more videos. In fact, we have one more video that I want to play at the moment, and this is from Rishabh. Rishabh has sent us a video from Navi Mumbai. And here is where you can see sparks from an electric pole. It's rather dangerous, as you can see. This is Rishabh's video that he sent us of sparks lighting up an electric pole there in Navi Mumbai. Let's take a break. Come back with plenty more of your stories, your videos. We'll tell you all that's happened in Cyclone Nisarg. The good news, as I keep saying, no loss of lives for now, and the worst seems to be over.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.